name is Meera. I'm from India, and today I'm going to share with you the experiences of an Indian student. Before I start, I need a volunteer here. We are going to play a little game of Tom and Jerry during my speech. A thing about Indian classrooms, we are not allowed to eat anything when the teacher is inside.
Wow.
We are not allowed to eat during classes. So I got an Indian snack for you. So I'm going to pass around the snack. The volunteer is going to play, it's going to play the teacher who's going to get the students while eating this during my speech. That is what the volunteer is supposed to do. Because we are not allowed to eat it, Indian students have mastered the skill of passing around snacks and food when the teachers turn back and write in the booths. So who's going to volunteer? Anybody here? You're done? Okay. I'm going to pass around the packet from here. Your job is to find who is eating when I'm speaking.
Okay.
You're going to play the teacher.
Okay.
And the funniest part is you have to pass when he's not looking. You have to eat and pass when he's not looking. So I start with Billy and I go back to my speech. Okay. India has a very, very long history. And Indian education history starts from 3rd BC. So in the initial years, education was reserved only to the princely state. The princes, the kings, their sons, they were only allowed to learn. It was so prejudiced. It was called the Gurukul system. Guru in Indian language means teacher. There you don't go to school. You go to your guru's place, the teacher's place. You live with him in his hut in a forest. No matter which prince or which your father is, you may be your father may have the biggest kingdom in India, but you have to go to your guru's place. You have to be a normal kid there. You have to cook for you. You have to sleep in the forest. Do every single thing your teacher tells you to do. It may be outside education, You may have to go hunting for your guru, do anything. So that is how it worked. Then that was the Gurukul system. They were residential in nature, and in the end, the guru taught them. In ancient days, they didn't need maths or science or they were doctors. They had different people for them. The gurus taught the kings, their sons, the future kings. They taught them the Vedas, the ethics of a king, and they taught them fighting skills, the warrior skills. Yeah, that's it. That's what they had to learn, and they learned it. So the students used to live together in spite of their social standings. That's how they lived. And at the end of the course, they were supposed to give something called Guru Dakshina. That's something like the fee we pay today. Guru Dakshina is something when you are going to become the next king. Because students who go to Gurukul are the warriors, the prince as a king and princess. So you're going to be the next king. So your guru is going to ask you for one single dakshina. That may be something like, they weren't much interested in your land or something. Whatever they ask, you should give them. Then only you're considered graduate. So that's how it was in the earlier stages. Then I'm going to speak to you about Nalanda University, which was started in 3rd BC. It is the first university in the world, and it is in India. In the ancient India, they learned more about astronomy, medicines, and maths. Zero was invented by Indians. So,
Really?
Yeah, it was invented by Aryabhatta. So, Indians have a huge history when it comes to education. So, this is one of the transitions. And next, we are going to go to the British era. Like most of you know, like many countries, we were under British colony. And British played a very important role in our education system because they introduced English. I'm not sure most of you know this fact, but India is like one of those top 3 countries where English is very common. I'm from a country where we have 15 official languages, but English tops us.
Wow.
English is not a native language, but it tops us. So these are the points related to the British education in India. And now I'm going to go back to today. The present day life, 3 things matter. Everyday school life, like I've been a student for 14 years in a school, the same school. I entered for my kindergarten and I finished high school. So, the everyday life and the influence of parents in my education. My parents, anybody's parents in India, in their education, the significance of examinations. These are going to be my 3 topics. Okay. Okay. Every day, school life. Okay, imagine I'm a student and I get up in the morning, do all my daily chores, eat my breakfast, and this is the size of the bag. This is the size of the bag which I started using in high school and used it till I finished. I started at middle school and used till I finished my high school. This, I used to carry this. So this is how big it is. We had a lot of subjects, a lot of textbooks, a lot of notebooks, and a lot of homework notebooks. We had a separate classroom notebook, we had a separate homework notebook. Okay. And this is the parents' attitude. You'll only meet 2 types of Indians. The rest are considered the black dogs in the society, engineers and doctors. And I am from arts, so you can imagine my plight. The next slide, please. Examinations. Okay, how many exams would you wrote in your school days? I'll tell you mine. I had class tests, I have revision test, I have monthly test, I have quarterly exam, I had a half-yearly exam, and I had an annual exam. And I had to study for that. Will you disagree with me if I say Indian students had the best memory in the world? Because they can remember everything. Because you can't think so much. They give you a textbook, study that, and write. That is the main thing. You don't have case studies. And this is the plight in my country. I'm from a place where examinations determine your future, and students die because they couldn't live up to the expectations of their parents. But times are changing. Still, this is the fault in my education system, which I personally feel. Everybody is unique. They should understand it. You can't judge the talent of an elephant by comparing its running with a cheetah. An elephant is an elephant. A cheetah is a cheetah. But we are groomed to grow up to compete with them. This is what I want to tell you.